This is the GV Podcast, a variety review podcast featuring two of the three idiots giving their thoughts on cartoons and anime. This is an opinion-based podcast, and there's no way we're saying our thoughts and opinions are objective. Keep this in mind and enjoy the show.
The opening joke should be something like,
Do you have to do it when the door's closed?
I blew it up.
No, continue. What should be the opening joke?
Something like a sandwich being mixed together with all kinds of crap, like Subway, when you ask everything. Because it's basically the beginning couple of seasons of Dragon Ball, all squished together into that movie.
That's smart. Hey everybody, my name's Mayhem.
I like hoagies.
My name is Duke.
I'm Jinzu.
We recorded that entire time.
I know.
And that's now our opening.
Yeah, the opening joke should be something about a sandwich. Subway.
I was using Tien, but alright, that's a good way to start. So, we just watched the third Dragon Ball movie.
Dragon Ball. I want to get it.
I'll get it.
What
Your
was the
scheme.
title again?
Mystical Adventure.
Mystical Adventure. Dragon Quest.
Maybe that's how he got the idea from.
This is the third.
The movie was old.
This is the third Dragon Ball movie we are covering, and this one was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd say it's actually better than the second one.
Definitely.
I actually enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed this one.
Yeah. I feel it's better than what was that previous one? Sleeping Princess.
Sleeping Princess.
With the
Yeah.
Like it had a cool twist that the princess wasn't a princess but was like a crystal. But other than that,
But yeah,
it had launch. That was good.
This one's got more launch.
Exactly.
Is that just who Launch is now? She's just a movie character now.
Basically.
No. She is Z. Or not Z. She is not Z, actually. Specifically not Z.
She's just Dragon Ball.
She is Dragon Ball.
She's just Dragon Ball.
She's been forgotten about.
Like any other character from Dragon Ball being relevant and then suddenly not being relevant in Z.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, our non-spoiler thoughts about this.
Wow. What a way to bring in these other characters from the later seasons to bring them into this story, and it all makes sense.
Yeah, this was a really fun twist on the normal Dragon Ball story.
I don't even know what the actual one is.
So I'll say this.
I still kind of tell you about it.
In my opinion, the best way that I could describe it is it's a fun way to do kind of like, if you imagine it as a trilogy of movies, a fun way to put a twist on the original story.
Yeah.
Of it definitely messes up certain parts of because sometimes it'll be like, well, here's here's the story, except it's our own twist on it. Then the next movie, here's our own take on it. Oh, but also here's a callback to that thing that happened previously. Yeah. And they do that quite frequently. Like the Peel-Off Gang. Yeah. They came out in this one, and it's like, well, in the previous two movies, you didn't have them.
So we kind of have to make them show up to show that they're still here, but not as much as important as they were before.
Yeah, but I like it. It was just those few moments where I was like, okay, what is is it basically that everything up to when Krillin started training with Goku, like that entire thing, is it up to then that the canon stops?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Meanwhile, for the previous movie, it's up to after the first season is where that one, its canon stops, basically.
Yeah, it's a much more simplified.
It does that.
It's a much more simplified version of the series.
If you know anything about Dragon Ball, this is a good watch, honestly.
Because it does something different. Because I'm pretty sure Chiaotzu isn't.
Oh God, no! Is he the Emperor? No.
I thought that was like a thing that was like his story.
No, he's just a fellow student.
Yeah, he's just another student.
He's just a Crane student.
Yeah, that's how him and Tien Shinhan meet and become friends.
You mean 10 shit hands?
And funny enough, from memory, Chiaotzu is a little more following with the teachings of the Crane school.
Yeah, he's pretty ruthless.
Yeah, he was pretty ruthless in the original.
He's also willing to blow himself up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, he's willing to blow himself. No, in the original, there's all kinds of stuff of he was a cheater.
Oh yeah.
When Tien Shinhan and Goku fought, he specifically messed up their match by messing with Goku while they were fighting.
And Tien had a whole thing.
Yeah, Tien had a very cool moment where he was like, no, I'm not going to be winning by cheating. And, yeah.
And he forfeited.
No, how did he win? By Goku getting hit by a car.
Yeah.
Was it being
They got
driven by the turtle?
No, they got lost out.
They flew so far out of the arena that they just kind of kept going, and then Goku and Tenshinhan were like this close to a car, and the car was coming this way, so Goku hit it instead of Tia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's some goofy stuff.
So if they were in Britain, then Tien would have lost.
Exactly, actually.
Yeah. Or in America, actually.
Okay, so the story...
Because he got hit on this side. If it was America...
I don't know what this side is. Are you talking left or right?
So if we're coming at the road from, like, perpendicular, the cars coming this way would be America, and then cars coming this way, like the closest side. There's still the two sides.
There's right and left.
Right, so the right side.
Yeah. Were they driving on the right side or the left side?
They were driving on the left side.
Okay.
But it was the side closest to them.
I don't think we need to worry about this distinction. I'll be 100%. I don't think we need to worry about this distinction.
No, I do. Jitsu, keep going.
Okay, so the story can very be simply put as it's basically just the Tenkaichi Budokai from the original series.
Yeah.
But instead of like the whole it's two schools rivaling each other, being the Turtle Hermit School and the Crane School, instead it is the Turtle Hermit School kind of fighting a bit of the Crane dude.
But they're doing their
and
own
his
thing.
Students.
But like their goal isn't to fight the turtles. Their goal is
they just kind of came there for a tournament, and it turns out they got involved in a conspiracy that was meant to take over a country which Chiaotzu was the emperor of.
Yeah, Chiaotzu's an emperor in this.
And once again, it's basically got bits and pieces from that storyline delved in, divided into this movie.
Yeah.
Like, there's the Native American guys who pop up, which I gotta ask. Native Americans in this world, they wouldn't be Native Americans.
They'd be Indians.
Would the term be
or
Indians?
whatever the name of the tribes would be.
That's right, they have tribe names, which means you don't say Native Americans, you say they're Indians. You say the tribe name. So I actually did look it up. Apparently the tribe is the Karinga tribe.
Karinga? Is that like based on something?
Let me look that up.
It should be, because I don't...
Hopefully it's nothing like with Commander Black.
God, I don't know if that's staying in.
No, that can stay in. No, you know what I mean with that one. Members of the Karinga tribe, style of dress and culture greatly resemble that of the Native Americans, indicating they may be the Dragon Ball world equivalent.
Yeah.
Some of the Kawa tribe from Kajika live and dress in style like the ancient Native Americans. There are apparently multiple tribes in this world that just dress like that.
That's just a natural thing they do. Well, we did see like a bunch of
once again, it's just a mix. It's a mix of cultures in this world.
Yeah, it's whatever Toriyama wanted to draw.
It's really Toriyama just said, "I want to draw this today," and did. It's kind of what it was.
Why did you add this to the world, Toriyama? I added what?
I added Mr. Popo? Oh no.
Oh man.
I added dinosaurs? Why did I do that? That's weird. Let's never talk about him ever again.
I would love to see your T-Rex. It does what?
Lunch? I'd love to have lunch right now.
But I still love that joke from DBZA. Just, what's your name, bird? Toriyama. I would love to see your dinosaur. It does what?
It does what?
But anyway, the story's, once again, it's just the story from the anime, and the minute changes are just mixing up some stuff here and there. They got a lot of things from the original show. Honestly, it did not feel 45 minutes long.
Yeah, this one
felt longer.
It
felt like like a full movie.
Yeah.
Especially with the fact that they added a lot of stuff that I was surprised they added. There's a reference later on to a character by the name of, what was her name? Arare? Or Ataire? Something like that?
I don't know.
The robot girl?
Arale?
Arale!
Bro.
Arale.
You guys are terrible.
Yeah.
I wasn't even going to try. I knew there was no chance.
At least I tried!
There's a name on a
But you fault me for trying!
And I always will.
Harish!
Arale pops up, who is actually one of the original creations of Toriyama.
Yeah,
She's
from
just in
Dr.
the movie.
Slump.
Yeah, she just shows up.
She's just in the movie.
Yeah, There's a whole thing where General Tao from the original series pops up, and he's fighting Goku, and he does his thing that he did in the original show where he broke a pillar, threw it, and then jumped on it to fly, which I love. I love that so much.
Okay, I'm pulling up!
But he starts flying off, and as he's going, Arale pops up and just goes, I'm getting a bad vibe from him. Literally says that. And grabs a giant rock and chucks it at him. And she pops in for like another, like, at most 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah.
Just to hang out and be with Goku as he's beating the shit out of General Tao.
And then messing with him the entire time, like causing him to mess up and start to lose and stuff.
But it's just... I don't know why they threw her in. It was just kind of like, well, this happens at some point in the original story arc.
Might as well. Might as well be now.
Even Korin.
Yeah, Korin showed... Yeah, like Goku gets...
I thought they were going to go further with Korin, and it made me laugh.
They kind of just skimmed through multiple arcs of Dragon Ball.
They also showed... They also...
all the way to the 22nd World Tournament.
Yeah.
They also showed off the Sensu Bean.
Sensu Bean.
Because it's like they introduced it, so obviously in the movie world that's going to... that's their way of being like, and now we have Sensu Beams, so in every other movie now we could have them.
Nah, because these movies don't matter in the future.
You know...
They don't.
In the movie universe.
You know, I actually think...
Yeah, this is a movie universe that no longer exists.
Exactly, but while they're making it, it matters to them.
Then now it will matter. We're not making more?
Okay. Yeah, so that's
and
the
then
thing.
Z happens.
They wanted to try it, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Dude,
no,
Sensu Beans are such cop-outs.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it was really just, like, when you think about it from a thematic, like, story point of view, right? Or, like, you want to make it, like, you look at it thematically. You look at it thematically. Sensu Beans are just Toriyama going, I don't want to wait to make this character useful again because shit's happening right now, so here I have a Sensu Bean.
Here's Sensu
Yeah, in all
Bean.
fairness, yeah.
But it also creates the tension of, oh crap, we're out of Sensu Beans.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
So it's not bad, but it's still...
They do that in Super. They actually have a moment about that when they're talking about Senzu Beans, and with the final tournament that they have in that show, the Universal Survival Tournament, where they have that moment of like, oh yeah, Gohan, go ahead and head to the tower to go grab some Senzu Beans. And Whis like, nah, you can't do that. Can't bring outside tools to the field. And Beerus leans in, just sneak a couple in.
Yeah, just do it anyway.
and Whis just goes, my lord, are you really trying to get us killed? And it's like, fine.
He's like, well, I wouldn't.
How would they even, like...
If I was the one to not get caught, then I'd be fine. If you got caught, then you die, so I'm not fine. So I'm fine with that.
Yes, my lord, but it's our entire universe that gets caught in that case.
I'd still go.
You know, there's another thing in that tournament where it was Frieza trying to sneak onto other teams. It happened so many episodes, and it never went anywhere.
Yeah.
He should have...
Wait, isn't that when he teams up with the other dimension Frost Demon?
No, he teams up in the... I know what you're talking about. His name was...
Frost.
Frost, yeah.
Oh, his name was just Frost, yeah. God.
Or was it...
Chill?
No, Chilled is his ancestor.
Yeah. His ancestor that's not canon.
Chilled.
Yeah.
Oh man, am I gonna have to add an episode of Bardock to our list?
You better.
I might.
Yeah, it's Frost.
Frost, okay. But, like, doesn't he do, like, a whole thing where, like, where they, like, pretend to... Where Frieza plays the long game with him and then betrays him?
Yeah, then he just quickly... No, in all fairness, not a long game thing. It's one episode. It's one episode where it's like, you're also a member of my clan. Well, let me show you some stuff. And he's just like, yes, look at me now. I'm so powerful. And it's like, well, you could go even further beyond. And go like this, and he just... buffs up.
It's all about the posing!
He goes the 100% full power mode, which is like the stupid buff form.
Yeah.
And, Frost, I'll just say.
They should have just made Frost cooler.
Frost,
no!
what he does is, he goes,
make cooler cannon!
He goes, so you go like this, and he buffs up as well.
Yeah.
And he's like, yes! And Frieza quickly goes down. Oh, but by the way, it drains you of your energy. Goes gold.
Those gold, which probably drains him more of his energy.
Well, no, it's not 100%.
Oh, no.
It's not 100%
No,
power. It's just
apparently,
a transformation.
No, in the season, they actually explained that apparently he trained up while in
hell?
Otherworld, hell. He trained while in hell to make it so it no longer drains him.
Ooh.
He can just go like that now.
He did that.
He finally trained!
Again!
That I do find that
I
cool.
still like that so
Goku
much.
is infecting him.
Trained, immediately unlocked a new form. Trained again, is now a master of that form.
No, I do find that funny. It's like
that?
Frieza is getting infected
That's why.
by Goku's optimism.
Yeah, that's why Frieza is just my favorite. Like,
God, we'll get to that later. I love that stuff.
and that's why Cooler is even more of my favorite.
God, yeah. But yeah, there's not
So anyway,
much, there's
Dragon Ball.
There's not much we can say about this story, because once again, just like the previous movies, except even less, it is just the original story. Like, there's not much you can say about it. It is just, if you want to know what happens, watch the original Dragon Ball.
That people are looking for the Dragon Balls. Big surprise. That
People are looking for Dragon Balls. Trying
that
to take over the country.
Roshi, Goku, and Krillin go to the same place. Go to Chiaotzu's place to just hang out, and then turns out there's a tournament happening, and they fight there. And then also Bulma and Yamcha go there too because they see that the Dragon Balls are being held there. So they wanted to take the Dragon Balls. So everybody goes there. And then the crane guy, he's just like, I'm evil, surprise. And Tien has to make a choice between Chiaotzu and the old guy.
Make a guess which one he chooses.
And he chooses his friend son.
His friend son,
His surrogate son that is...
You're not my son, but you're my son.
Yeah, exactly. That wants to go to McDonald's. And he blasts him away. And the Dragon Balls were accidentally dumped into the lake, into a chasm. And there was actually, accidentally, but there was actually, like, a cool thing, smart thing that Goku did that, like, we'll start this rant, where Goku was like, oh, we can't get the Dragon Balls down there? Well, I'll throw this last one down, we can't get them out of there, I'll throw this last one down there, so that they're all together, and we can just summon them up here. And it's like, that's a really smart thing to do. Why is Goku so smart as a kid, and now in Super, he's just an idiot?
He was smart in Z, too.
Oh yeah, with like the sacrifice to Raditz and with Raditz dealing with Raditz.
I say this once again. What I feel it is Super went a little heavy with it, but basically the best way to put it is that he is battle smart, but he is book dumb.
I still don't
That's
know
the way that they
about
portray him about it. Because in all fairness, he didn't do school. He didn't like school.
Yeah.
He didn't like that stuff, and so he never tried to learn all that stuff. So instead, what he did learn was he learned battle tendency. Every fight he goes through, he learns something. No matter what fight it is, he learns something. Like, even the original, like, biting... Dude, the bite thing.
Yeah.
That whole thing, like, is always a joke with Goku of, like, he bit somebody in a fight, and it's played for humor.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. First time he ever did it was against King Piccolo. First time he ever did was King Piccolo, and it was taken as a very serious moment of he had no other option, and he bit King Piccolo. And it was King Piccolo having to shake him off of like, you bastard, and the whole thing.
Yeah.
Later on, he fights another strong enemy. He's starting to lose. What does he do? Bite. Keeps going.
Can he go into a fight and learn to kiss his wife?
No. That's
it's impossible.
In all fairness, dude,
he's got to fight. His wife has to fight him and then kiss him during the fight, and then he learns how to do it. So the problem is that knowing Goku, he would start kissing people all throughout the fight.
Do we want that to happen?
Maybe.
No. But no, here's the thing. When it comes to the whole thing about his love life,
come here, Perfect Cell.
I gotta say that when it comes to his love life, in all fairness to Goku, he thought marriage was a food.
When he was like a kid, though, right? All the way up until...
No!
All the way up until he actually got married?
And then he was just like, oh, okay.
He still didn't... I'm betting it.
No,
he still didn't know what that was.
Now he understands that marriage is like an all-you-can-eat buffet.
For him, that's probably what it was, because it's just like suddenly he's got a ring
Because
on.
Ox King could just give him all the food he wants.
Yeah.
What it must have felt like was, oh, that's a food, right? And then they go off, they get married, and suddenly she's feeding him, and it's like, oh, I was right!
Yeah, I was right. This is marriage.
Marriage is food.
He says, this is marriage? And Chi-Chi goes, yeah.
I knew it!
I'm never leaving. Good. And then he, though, goes into space, and she goes, you liar!
No. TFS actually did a joke about it that I fully admit would probably be true, and it was, can you imagine how it felt to live with a man who for 9 months thought that you were hiding buns in your stomach?
Oh,
I thought that was a TFS joke.
It was,
but
I
it's a
still
perfect
feel that
joke.
was definitely canon.
It's a good joke. It's a really good joke.
Once you realize,
I realize that you're stupid.
but that's just a thing with Goku. When it comes to the entire series, he always reacts that kind of way when it comes to love life in general. It's a very Toriyama joke.
Can I eat it?
Well, do you know how he reacted when he first met Bulma? Or like
getting shot in the face?
No, he has a moment where like Bulma was resting in a room.
Oh,
and he just turns around. So,
yes, now all of that aside.
Story aside, like, it was a very basic story of, it was just the season. It was a mix-up of season that, best way to put it, it was from, like, the Red Ribbon Army all the way to the final fight with Ten Shinhan and Goku. That's all it was.
Yes.
Characters. Let's go ahead and mention characters that have been introduced. Start off with the major one.
Launch!
General Blue!
No, he's Lieutenant Blue.
Yeah, nice lieutenant.
General Blue?
Dabba dee dabba die?
And the next character introduced...
Because he died?
General Blue?
No, actually, apparently he was a very cool character in the original show, and in this movie, it was just like, well, we don't need him.
I'm evil. Well, you're dead now. Ah!
We got introduced to the Crane School. School with quotation marks.
Yeah.
Being Master, what was his name?
Crane Man.
What was the Crane guy's name?
Jackie Chun.
That's the turtle guy's name.
Huh?
You think Master Roshi's my real name?
But yeah,
Jackie Chun is the turtle guy's name.
Yeah, I know!
But who's...
He's asking who the Crane Hermit is.
The Crane Hermit?
Yeah.
The one with the crane on his head?
Yes.
Crane Hermit.
You guys remember the villain in Kung Fu Panda 2?
Shen.
No.
Shen.
Oh.
Gary Oldman!
Gary Oldman! Oh, okay, that was his name, so...
It's literally just the actor.
Gary Oldman.
But, yeah,
Sirius Black!
So, we got Gary Oldman and Tao Pai Pai. What do you think of those characters? Because this is your first time kind of seeing them.
Is this your first interaction with those two?
Yeah.
Well, not
you
so
didn't
much.
watch Dragon Ball.
Well, not so much General Tao. I always kind of knew him as like this cool character.
You knew about him, but did you see him ever?
Whenever I tried to play him in Budokai Tenkaichi 2, I was just like, why is this guy here? He sucks.
Do you know what his actions are in Z that are funny as hell?
Mm.
It was some kind of thing of, I didn't watch that part because I kind of skipped over after a while. I think it was like original Z, not even Kai. But there was basically this whole thing where it was him doing some evil shit again, and he gets stopped by Gohan. This is during the Cell... Dude, this is during the Cell Saga. This is when he's got the golden hair, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm Son Gohan, like all that. It's like, he's like, wait a minute, your hair. Why does your hair look like... Why do you look like that? And he's getting all freaked out.
Why do you look like that?
And it's like,
hey, kid,
wait.
Are you Son Goku? No, I'm his son.
Unacceptable!
Well, then, he gets the moment of Goku pops up, orange coat and all. And just, you know that joke in one of the TFS movies of just like hey, General Tao! Yeah, okay, never mind, and goes away. Yeah. That's what happens. He freaks out and runs away.
He freaks out and he chops down a tree, throws it, jumps on it, and flies the fuck away.
So everybody that watches it just goes, yeah, the thing!
In other words, that's just a thing that all the older enemies from original Dragon Ball have seen Goku later on in life and have booked it. Apparently, there were other characters from the original Dragon Ball that popped up in the future, like the Red Ribbon Army. Yeah. Commander Red, who is supposed to be the leader of the group.
Mr. Red Army.
Yes. Apparently, his stand-in for him and Officer Black pop up in the future during the Great Saiyaman arc.
Really? Oh!
It's a film creator and his assistant.
That's something that that people need to realize. The Saiyaman is a great idea.
Yes, it is.
It's a great idea, and it's a great way to bring things back to Dragon Ball with Gohan.
It's okay, we can agree to disagree.
You don't like the Saiyaman?
I don't like the Saiyaman.
Why?
Because I think it was the wrong turn for Gohan to take at that point in time. I don't know, I think maybe if they
If they went further?
Yeah, or if the story, I don't know, the after the Cell Saga, Dragon Ball gets so weird.
Yeah, it does, but
it gets so weird, so it's hard to really say because
I
watched it. I watched a bit of it and then stopped watching it because they got too boring. So
I'll be honest. I think that the reason why I do like that later stuff with Dragon Ball a little more is because I'm a bigger fan of the. Like, I essentially turn my brain off when it comes to Dragon Ball most often.
I become stupid when I watch it.
It's not I become stupid. It's I turn my brain off and I just have fun with it. I just go, this is a creator that simply just wants to have fun with his thing. He originally wanted it to be a comedy. Just have fun with it, honestly.
Yeah, and
that's the way I look at it. Like, Buu Saga it had some pacing issues, but overall, I feel it was just a generally funny time.
But like what they should have done with the Saiyaman is that
a funny character.
When Gohan is the Saiyaman, also spoilers.
No,
the story came out 30 years ago.
Yeah. But
are you telling me that Soga King is Usopp? You son of a you spoiler!
But are you telling me Han Solo gets killed by Ben Solo? Are you telling me that...
He's still alive! Are you telling me that shrimp fried this rice?
You're telling me that Thanos kills everyone and gets the Infinity Stones?
In Fortnite?
The Infinity?
But, what were we talking about?
Other characters. There was...
wait,
Tao
no,
Pai
hold on. I just want to say. What they could have done with the Saiyaman is that's when Gohan wasn't really taking, like, the hero stuff seriously. And, like, it could have been this whole thing where, like, he realizes, oh, no, I can't live a double life like I was hoping to do. I have to actually, like, be the next, take up the mantle of my father.
It was his Spider-Man.
Yeah, like, it was a Spider-Man thing, but it was kind of different.
Say a man.
But it was different.
Whatever a Seiya can.
Exactly. That's what they could have done with him. That's what they could have done, or like a Superman sort of thing.
Yeah, but they didn't do that because I don't think Toriyama had an idea of how he wanted to write Gohan. So, and when he did the Saiyaman stuff, I don't think the crowd at the time really appreciated Saiyaman. So they didn't like it, and they wanted Goku to come back. Yeah. So Gohan got the fucking shaft.
Exactly.
And then Goku had to come back.
Instead of sticking to his guns, he listened to the audience, and that's why the Buu Saga is what it is.
It's a double-edged... I'll say that. It's a double-edged sword when it comes to... Toriyama and his response to criticism he'll usually bend in such a way to change the story, which is sometimes advantageous because that's how we got 18.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's how we got Cell.
Really?
No, we got Cell because his... So first he made...
Because the androids were too, like,
first he made,
distinct enough.
First he made
No, the first
19
one's...
and 20.
his main problem... Oh, sorry.
First he made 19 and 20, and then his producer or whatever, or his publisher was like, they're disgusting, make new antagonists.
They're too basic, they're too stupid.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to be an old man and a gross clown, make something else. So then he makes 17 and 18, and then he's like, why are they kids? Make something else. And then he makes Cell. And then the publisher goes, "That's disgusting. Make something else."
Yeah, make him transform into something. And then he made Sammy perfect.
Part 2, and then he goes, "I don't like the lips."
It's the actual complaint.
I don't like the lips. So then he made part 3, and he's like, "Okay, fine, that's fine."
Perfect. No, he saw the third for me. It was like perfect.
That's his name now.
Yeah.
I don't like the lips.
I don't like the lips. Erases the lips. Perfect.
Perfect.
You could say perfect Cell.
Perfect.
But that's interesting to know. All right. So yeah, this movie, it's very, very, very solid. Very solid.
Yeah. Yeah,
bringing it back to Dragon Ball.
Once again, there are just a few characters who are really introduced. We'll be very quick. Of like the only other one I'd probably mention is Korin, who gets like a minute.
Yeah,
and it's like he gets a hey, we got Korin, cool, bye bye. And final thoughts.
But I still think that this one is the best of the first three. Like, of this trilogy, this one stands out on top.
I feel the first one was the funniest. This one has the best story.
So yeah, yes, we all agree that the second one was the worst. The
Ruby one?
Yeah. The only good thing about it is that it gives
Blood Rubies was the first one, then the Sleeping Princess,
who turned out to be
then
a ruby.
this one.
They were both terrible.
This one's an actual story.
I felt the first one was funny.
The first one was like the usual slapstick Dragon Ball humor.
It had the best humor in my opinion, like the best slapstick humor. Like there was that one of like the whole he could save the whole world. Really? Well, no, but still.
Well, no, actually, but
like that's funny.
You can watch that one like casually and it's a lot of fun. But I think it's still kind of boring. And then the second one,
boring. Yeah.
The second one was boring.
This one was actually entertaining.
Yeah, and I like that Tien's in it, but he doesn't talk for like the first half of the
Yeah.
whole movie.
he's there the entire time. He's just not talking. But he does have a good moment with Chiaotzu. He does have a good moment.
Did you have a little game?
They had that really, really good moment of just
father-son.
father-son. He gets his wife back. Chiaotzu gets his wife back. Of, Tension-han, your punishment is to watch us. And just, Tension-han, why is he a power bottom? Oh no!
Why is the doll?
Why is the doll the top?
How is the doll topping?
Why is the doll a power top?
It's Beyblade!
Alright.
Back to it.
That was fun.
But now that that's our final thoughts, your ism?
My ism is, would you rather Chiaotzu still would actually have been an emperor or just a student?
Student. I prefer a student.
I really wish they kept doing the thing that they were doing where they just kept skimming and bringing up little big moments of each and every arc. And then went all the way through to the King Piccolo arc and had King Piccolo show up and kill everyone.
Just right at the end, King Piccolo just, hey everybody!
Yeah, it has to have like a part 2 movie.
God, I'm trying
picks
to
up
think.
immediately after they just revived the dad.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, like if it came to like doing Piccolo, what they would have changed. Because like Mystical Adventure, it's like here's Emperor Chiaotzu.
They could have had Piccolo
Training.
Jr. be raised by Tambourine and the other instruments.
It's Slug.
It's Slug.
It's just Slug.
That's
It's
interesting too to think about that. We have Slug, who ended up being a Namekian, but we only knew him as a demon because this is
Slug,
before
King Piccolo, Turles, the Saiyan Invasion, Cooler,
But like
Frieza, but it keeps going.
No, but that
like
means
that.
but with Slug, like it happens before they go to Namek and actually learn that they're not demons. That this is still before when they think that they're still just demons.
Yeah.
We'll be able to get to that, but I would actually find it really... I do find it really cool, by the way that the first few DBZ movies are basically just the show itself put into movies. King Piccolo, Saiyan Invasion, to Cooler returns as a cyborg. Frieza did it. Anyway, we gotta prepare you for
and
what's
in a way,
next.
Broly with Cell. Like,
Yeah!
In a way.
Bio Broly. He had 3 forms!
Bitch, strong, beast.
Bio.
Interesting.
We gotta
that you
prepare
guys,
you for what's next.
That's interesting that you don't think that Chiaotzu as an emperor is a good thing, because I actually really like that.
Nah, I didn't. I'll be honest. I didn't like it because the whole thing of like him in the show, he's more ruthless. He's more like he's
Like a child emperor.
Yeah,
He wasn't though.
He's not like that.
He
as a
was.
child
He was
emperor.
the innocence in the movie.
His character really isn't that like accurate to his manga.
That's true.
It's the least accurate portrayal.
Yeah.
Anyway, now to prepare you for what's next. So obviously we now got to go to the next Dragon Ball movie, which is supposed to be the Dead Zone.
Ooh.
Like if you
The Dead Zone.
Yeah, we're supposed to go to the Dead Zone. Here's the thing, though. I don't want to buy all the movies.
You have to buy them?
I'd have to buy them all.
Oh my god.
I'm not doing that.
Is there
I
an
don't
easier
wanna-
solution way to watch these movies, Duke?
Perhaps if we go to a YouTube channel by the name of Team 4 Star.
Or we could just pirate it.
Or if we go to a YouTube channel called Team 4-Star.
Oh,
I am hilarious, and you will quote everything I will say.
Wow, you ruined the quote.
If you want to see more of our content, you can find our YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter on our linktree at linktree/greenvillains. That's linktr.ee/greenvillains.